Welcome to the video, Pokebuddies. I hope everything's going well and hope you're all healthy, safe, and you found that shiny you've been hunting for a while. And if you haven't yet, then you're going to get it really soon. Okay, in this video, I'm going to be going over a High Wizard Gravity build for Ragnarok Origins that I've been working on for a while now. And I have noticed that my mic volume was not that well earlier, so we'll be like in the video that I uploaded. So we'll be going over my stats, which stats are optimal, like how many you should do, what cards you need, what Vesper cores are good for this, what my skills are, and what level 80 gear you need. I'm going to say that again. This is a build for a level 80 or higher. So level 80 to 89 High Wizard. Okay, now let's get on to doing that. So here are my stats. You need 19 in Vitality. That's what I use, but you need at least 20 in my opinion if you want to be a little bit more tanky, so you don't die in one hit against some bosses and mobs that are going to be higher level. Now, so 21 is okay in Vitality. I got 19. I'm going to stick with that till level 90, or as close as I can. I got 99 Intelligence. Reason why is because you got to max that out for the highest damage output you can, and so therefore you could be able to help out your teammates, because even though you're a DPS, you're also crowd control, so you need to also be DPS at the same time anyway to be able to do crowd control properly. So that's where we go into next. 51 Dex. 51 in Dex will give you a variable casting speed, so cast time, of 80%. And when you're blessed, it makes it to 82. That will also basically make it where your casts are going to be able to take care of everything around and still do high damage. Now, the gears that I'm using right now are a Sprint Mail plus 8, so this is one level 80 gear you want. I have the Cornatus card on it, which gives Armor Unbreakable and max HP plus 4%. My staff, Thorn Staff of Darkness 1, it's a plus 8. However, when you get to the level 80 gear, you still want the same type of staff, you just want the Thorn Staff of Darkness 2. And that gives you your skill global cooldown, which you really need, that you got to focus on. And I recommend the Zenrock card and Marina card. And if you can, switch out the Zenrock card for one that gives silence. Once you get to the opportunity to get that card. Okay, for your hood piece, this is what I got right now. This is your cloak piece. But what you're going to need is this insignia for the level 80 gear, but you want a Frildora card on it. For your shoes, you're going to actually want the sprint shoes for level 80 gear, but the merman card is what you want for now. Later on, in a later video when we get more slots on equipment, I will show you which cards to add. So you want one expert ring, 2 slotted if you can, 1 slotted if you can't, and then 1 spiritual ring. I got 2 expert rings right now because I don't have a spiritual ring, but one of them is 1 slotted. So you'll want the Vitata card first, then you want to get the Oberyn card. The Oberyn card will give you Recovery 1, which takes care of Darkness, which is also Blindness, and then Silence. That'll give you Recovery 1, so you can help out your team and be able to take the Darkness off when you're like versing Osiris in Extreme Challenge 3-star. He will, if you're stepping on the like Quagmire that he does, or the Darkness spell that he does on the ground that lasts for a while, cause your whole party go blind. So you want everyone out of that, and you want to cast that so you get rid of the blindness. And so once you get the Vitata card and the Oberyn card, then you can start going towards the Mimic cards. And so you know what the gear looks like for the level 80 gear. I will show that to you right now. So Book of Gears. So with the level 80 gear, you want the Thorn Staff Darkness of 2, so you could get your skill global cooldown minus 12%. And if you refine it to plus 6, you get minus 5% more. And then every plus 1 refinement will give you a skill global cooldown of 0.5%. So that would put another 4% on me because it's a plus 8 for me. And then every refinement plus 1 would give you a magic attack plus 20. So that right now would be a total of 160 more that I have at the moment because of being a plus 8 if I get this staff and I put my refinements on it. Now here's your Valkyra's shield. This is what you want. And so you could have extra resistances against shadow, undead, fire, and water. It makes up for getting the set bonus we're going to be talking about here, which is the sprint set. You want the sprint set to be able to have skill global cooldown here, and you also want the sprint mail because of the variable cooldown, which is minus 10%. It's really nice with defense, its HP is just average. Magic attack is good to have the plus 3%. The variable casting time is what you're really going after than skill global cooldown. Because the faster you can get your spells off, the more crowd control you could do and more damage and be able to help out your team in the long run better. Because this game ain't really solo, but this is a free to play build and it lets you go solo if you really wanted to. Rider Insignia. This is what you want for the cloak piece. Defense, magic HP, intelligence, dex, it gives you magic defense, and like we said, it's part of the sprint set. So then you want sprint shoes. Sprint shoes will be giving you max HP, defense, intelligence, and intelligence for every refinement level you reach. So plus 6, plus 10, and plus 15 give you a plus 2 intelligence each time, which is really, really nice. And then, like I said, you don't want any level 85 gear for the accessories. Because it may look like it's good with the magic attack and all that if you want to go high DPS, but with a gravity build, you're not going for DPS. You're going for crowd control. So as you can see, this really doesn't do it. It gives you healing and stuff if you go after this kind of stuff, but the level 85 accessories are not good for a high wizard build. And I'll show you, like with the spiritual ring, that gives you your variable cooldown right there. For every refinement plus 2, variable CT minus 1%. Get that to a plus 10, you're at a minus 5% right there. That is the difference between basically 2.2 second casting with gravity and making it down to a 1.7 second. Now your expert ring 2. Skill global cooldown would be minus 2% and refined to a plus 5. Skill global cooldown minus 5%. So that's 7% altogether. And then SP consumption is higher, but this build is very SP efficient. So as long as you get those, you're really well done. And if you could get the mimic cards, that'd be even better. So going over that was basically your rings, like your accessories and all that, what you need. And now I'll show you my Vesper cores right here. So I recommend having magic attack level 5 because that'll give you a plus 20 in magic attack. Gain psychokinesis boost level 4 or level 5 because it'll give you ghost skill damage is increased by 16%. So that gravity could go anywhere from doing like 120,000 all the way up to like this. My gravity does normally like around 160 to 250,000 damage. So this makes it go past that. Like it makes it to the 274. So coprocessor activation, activation, sorry, I can't pronounce it. Level 2. When you kill an enemy, your next skill's variable cast time and fixed cast time are both decreased by 8%. That is huge. So you want to be able to get a level 2 or higher for this. I recommend the higher the better, of course. But I believe once you get to the level 3, it will start being a Dimmick core. It'll be a Dimmick cogwheel, which will be a weight of 6. So just a heads up on that. Okay, so that is really everything we are going over today. I hope you like the video and everything treats you well with this. Just a heads up that recovery is going to be really needed. And later on, I will actually post a video about the Magic Crasher build that I was theorizing. However, it's not really that good. And I'm getting a phone call. I'm just going to ignore that. I hope you all have a great day, and I hope everything goes well. You get those shinies you were hunting, and I hope with this help of this video, you'll be able to make your build that much stronger. Shiny luck and happy hunting, Pokebuddies.